not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
Well, negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time, so you...
Hey, y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your Thursday. Oh, there's going to be a lot of content being dropped very soon. This is a perfect way to end the month off. Let Turning Point USA burn. Let Candace Owens Productions burn. Let it all burn. A couple months ago, I did a live stream saying, white conservatives, you deserve Candace Owens. And they got mad that I said that. And I proved why they deserve her. And a couple months later, once again, I've been proven correct. Because when it was black people bad, y'all loved her. Y'all gave her hella money. Y'all caused her to get contracts that she was not deserving of. The second she decided to, quote unquote, think for herself and use your tactics that you taught her to go after them Israelis and the Jews and white people, then y'all said she was crazy. She's a loser. One of these wannabe white ringers. That's right, I said it, white ringers, because that's all they are. They're former liberals who figured out a grift. Called her a scumbag because she used to be controlled, and now she's not controlled no more, and you can't control her. Interesting. Candace Owens is looking to destroy the white. And she's looking to destroy the right. And she's also looking to destroy the white right. And we're here for it. She's here to destroy Turning Point USA. Go, Candy, go. You could be the crash out. Because Lord knows we've already done all the heavy lifting. We've debunked Turning Point USA so many times, they can't even send their operatives out there without them getting hilariously either trolled or destroyed in debates. So you have been left with one option: to go back in the house and to try to cuss everybody in the house and the people that are in the backyard. A debate is supposed to happen. I'm just calling it a debate. They call it a live stream discussion, whatever. They even say she might pop in on them. But she's supposed to sit down with people that are associated with Turning Point USA. This is going to be hilarious. And it sucks that it's a Monday, so I won't be able to talk about it until the nighttime. But trust and believe we will be there. But apparently, with all of what Candace Owens has been saying the last few months since Charlie got put in the dirt by another white man, she's been on a never-ending crusade to make sure her boo thing's memory is not tarnished, which is okay. Shout out to the boo thing. So Blake Neff, a racist who used to run with Charlie Kirk, because I say used to because he's now in the dirt, he tried to call out Candace Owens, saying that she's crazy and all this, and she should come in front of them, pause, and explain herself. So he wrote this morning, the live stream we announced on the show Wednesday has been set. At 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. local time on Monday, December 15th, a collection of Charlie's friends will respond to statements made by real Candace Owens to set the record straight once and for all prior to the opening of America Fest. And we went over that yesterday. It's nothing but debauchery. We'll be live streaming from Charlie's Phoenix studio. Our offer from yesterday holds. If Candace wishes to join us in person in Phoenix, she's welcome to do so. She can let us know by the end of today. So old Candace saw this because they tagged her. So she says, kind of weird you didn't email me or call me to ask about times or availability and chose to instead tweet this confirmation out at midnight. Why am I learning about this on X? December 15th does not work in person, and 2 p.m. Pacific time is also literal time I do my podcast live every day, which you knew, but we will happily cancel a daily podcast and we'll join you guys virtually instead of the live stream on the 15th. If that works on your end. Let's lock it in. Now, she could do something really gangster that day and put it on her page, but we know she ain't going to do that because she ain't got no integrity. But, you know, she could prove me wrong that day. She could. We'll also add that I am happy to jump on Charlie's show any day before then virtually as well. I was serious when I said we could do it today even. Virtually, I can make it happen pretty much any day because it's easier to move things around with the kids and find someone to sub for my morning homeschooling. Why don't you just let the nanny do it? But we know why you won't do it, because she's on top of George. But anyway, so she wrote this morning at about an hour ago. Cool. Somebody said this is cowardice and in person is never going to happen. How is it cowardice that you expected her to just jump on? I mean, I've seen her drop what she's doing and go run after other men. But I mean, flights during this time is expensive, even for rich people. It's expensive. You fly to Phoenix from Nashville, it's probably going to cost her a quick penny. Probably George's allowance didn't help for that. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. She got 4 kids. Might be a built-in excuse. 4 kids. She can't just, like, drop shit and go. Better when she had 3 kids and she was pregnant. It's easier. Just saying. But I bet you she wasn't a coward when she was talking about black people bad, sir. Okay. She was real. She was based. Okay. So she saw this and said, no, Graham, cowardice is you cashing checks from PragerU to go after me while pretending this is organic. Influencers taking money to attack people is cowardice. Oh, oh, we're doing that again. Just like last night. Okay, we like it. I wish y'all didn't do it on the timeline, but okay. Fam, if we could get this on the 15th, we might do it.
I told you, put ass niggas to get off the motherfucking timeline and rap. That's the problem. You niggas be crying. You niggas be bitching. You niggas need to fucking rap. When you could, ain't nobody else come up here if they not rapping like that. Stay your punk ass at home.
I need her to do that on the 15th. I need her to rap. I don't want to hear no subtleties. I don't want to hear, yo, we's cool in the streets. I don't want to hear none of this. I want raps. I want her to pull out manila folders and memorandum folders. I want her to drop receipts. Throw that shit in the air like you're making it rain. That's what I need. I need y'all. I need this white supremacist, Candace Owens, to get at these white supremacists. That's what I need. Let's go. She called the white man a coward. I like it. Is there a list somewhere of influencers who are paid for their X posts? You can go find it on X, sir. It's been out there for years. You just had a couple influencers get caught a few weeks ago. They love saying that the liberals are getting paid. Okay, cool. We know this. We also know that the conservatives get paid. We know this. We watch it. Y'all's cat turd got caught. Gunther Eagleman got caught. And cat turds was especially egregious because he got caught tweeting out a lie for money. Tim Pool, who we'll talk about later, has been caught on X lying for money. Especially all the Israel stuff. Where do you think the $7,500 came from? But y'all don't want to have those kind of conversations. You went to a Christmas party last night with influencers. Went to Dollywood last week. You said, let's do it any place, anytime. If it meant that much to you, show up like Charlie's friends are doing. Charlie's friends live in fucking Arizona. She lives in Tennessee. What are you talking about? And the fact you know she went to a Christmas party the night before, that's crazy. And isn't Dollywood in Tennessee? Why? Never mind. I tell you they dumb. But it's okay. We continue. So we have the statement that Candace put, but first I want to make sure, let me see, where's Blake's statement? I want to play that first. Let me play Blake's statement so we can get full context. By the way, don't you just love it that they're in Korea, trying to be around white people and Koreans? That's funny. But here's Blake's statement. Let's see what Blake is talking about.
Or to say something important, something very important. For the past 2.5 months, there is a topic that has flooded our freedom inbox. It has been nonstop on social media, but which we have almost totally avoided on this show. You probably already know what I'm talking about, which shows just how ubiquitous it has been. Ever since Charlie's murder, Candace Owens has leveled a flood of allegations against people at Turning Point USA, people at Turning Point Action, and people who work for this show.
Don't forget Turning Point USA Faith, but I knew y'all weren't going to touch that one because those are actually true and documented. With police reports.
She's made them against some of Charlie's closest friends and against some of his most dedicated employees. She suggested that Michael McCoy, Charlie's chief of staff, knew Charlie would be murdered, was happy that he died, and stayed silent because he was told he would be the next Charlie. She suggested that Michael is not his real name. It is. I have seen his birth certificate myself.
You mean the same one that y'all said Obama forged so he could be president? So now, since y'all brought up that standard, we're going to say that he could have forged his birth certificate. But go ahead.
She has called it suspicious that Mikey's wife, who works at Turning Point, helped plan the campus tour event where Charlie was murdered. Which she didn't, by the way. She doesn't work on campus events. Candace has suggested the Utah Valley University event was unusual and its details suggested a, quote, inside job. She has claimed that foreign aircraft have followed Erica Kirk around the country and that Turning Point has lied about this happening. She has accused us of lying about Charlie wanting Erica to take over for him if he died. She has suggested Charlie's security team intentionally denied him first aid after the shooting to ensure that he died.
I mean, did we see the video of them carrying his body to the truck? Maybe we showed it on this channel. Blood and all. Why would you carry somebody that got shot, not even holding his neck? Y'all could have rendered aid right there. There were paramedics there. You could have rendered aid. They had school nurses there. You could have rendered aid until the ambulance came. You put him in an SUV and drove him. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
She has raised suspicions about the head of our technical team because he took an SD card out of a camera. She has spread absurd claims that Tyler Boyer, who we just had on the show, sexually abuses male interns.
Surviving Turning Point is going to feed generations.
She has suggested that TPUSA faith-affiliated pastors, like theologian Frank Turek, who we'll have on in a moment, and Pastor Rob McCoy, are part of a military, quote, infiltration of Turning Point, either because they are veterans or because they have family members who are. Even if not everyone has been named specifically, though, Candace has effectively tarred everyone here with complicity in Charlie's death by repeatedly saying he was, quote, betrayed by, quote, everyone. She has said Charlie's murder, quote, had to be approved by Charlie's friends, and then suggested those friends might have her murdered too for, quote, knowing the truth. She has made claims of financial impropriety and fraud at Turning Point, adding up into the millions of dollars, which, again, is not true. Charlie made sure the organization was audited by a third party every year.
Sir. Okay, even if that was the case, why on the day he died did Fox News, and we played it live, why would they bring up how much money they made the year prior or that year? Why would they bring that up? If they're supposed to be nonprofit.
He personally reviewed and he signed off on every expense report and literally every single bill paid by the organization down to a single United States dollar. We have never missed a 990 deadline. Candace has made other stranger allegations involving French paratroopers in maroon shirts, Egyptian Air Force planes flying out of Provo, Utah, and potential underground assassins traveling through unseen tunnels. At one point, in early November, she started wildly throwing suspicion on members of Utah Valley's soccer team for wearing hoodies. I could go on. There is always something new coming up, and none of it ever pans out, because from the start, there has been nothing there. The attacks and allegations from Candace are either lies or they are innuendos thrown around with a total, reckless disregard for the truth.
So why didn't you just sue her? Everybody's suing her. Why didn't you just sue her? Logic. Force her to show the stuff.
So that Candace can manipulate and string along an audience of people who don't realize they are being played. Instead of being able to grieve properly after one of the most heinous murders in American history.
I'm going to sound fucked up, but you had enough time to grieve. Knock it off. The streets are saying that y'all were selling t-shirts at his funeral. Knock it off. You had enough time to grieve that man. He's in the dirt now. The work shouldn't have stopped. You guys are regressing.
A murder many of us had to witness. My friends have had to endure harassment from people who have gotten whipped up by what Candace is saying. In fact, I would say we have suffered more harassment from these people than we have from Antifa supporters who overtly celebrate Charlie's murder.
So you got a problem on the right and you decide to bring up Antifa. Your cousins. Keep talking.
And just like a lot of those Antifa members, many of these people take this delight in how gross and unpleasant they can be. What our friends have had to endure is not funny and it's not insignificant. It is evil. I have seen it. For months, we have received hundreds, thousands, I suspect, emails and calls asking us to respond. People have wanted us to invite Candace on the show. But for a long time, our approach was to say nothing.
So she's been calling y'all out for almost 3 months, and now you want to say something because it's near AmFest. Because you know AmFest was not getting any traction. Motherfuckers wasn't even talking about AmFest until this shit dropped. I want y'all to understand that. In years past, you would see the timeline flooded, if you're on X, flooded with people talking about, oh, look who's going to be at AmFest. Y'all got Tucker Carlson on there and don't nobody care. That should tell you everything you need to know. You have JD there. And as I said yesterday, he going to be out there with Erica announcing that they together and that's his kid. But you have him there. You have the Vice President of the United States. Nobody cares. Even them still having Charlie on the poster. They didn't even move him away from JD. He's second position to JD. Nobody cares. And he even admitted in that first tweet I saw, they're doing this prior to the opening of AmFest. So this is supposed to garner, at least from Monday to Thursday, at least some buzz around AmFest. Now, if they were really smart, what they would have done is, Candace will pay you the first day at AmFest. You and Charlie's friends will be on that fucking stage 8 o'clock at night, and we will hash this shit out. Then you can go fly the fuck home after that. We'll fly you back home. We'll put you on a private plane back home. They didn't do that. Interesting.
We did that for several reasons. First, we thought that her prevarications were so absurd that nobody would believe them.
Oh, so you wanted her to spin herself into lies that people would have stopped, except it backfired on you because now people want the truth or what you're going to tell them.
To answer questions about secret tunnels or Egyptian Air Force planes. That sort of thing is it's beneath contempt to respond to. The second reason we've said so little, though, is because there's a good rule of thumb, which Charlie followed. Do not feed the trolls. Focus on the mission.
Oh, so now she's a troll. So when she was working for y'all, she wasn't a troll. She was the slave who became part of Massive Family to bring in more slaves. But now she's a troll.
Reviving America, uplifting young people, making heaven crowded. Don't give air to people who want to tear you down and sow discord. Lastly, we didn't respond because Charlie always viewed Candace as a friend, and we were holding out hope that she would return that friendship and stop what she was...
Oh, she's not being a friend by trying to find out who did her friend in. Oh, okay. That's not a friendship, I mean. All right. I guess they never watched the movie The Town. If you know, you know. Is this new? Yes, Torian. This is new. This just happened. Yes, this happened yesterday. All the stuff that we're going to play and read happened yesterday and today. Oh, don't worry, GDS. I'm going to have that loaded up, too. 'Cause, you know what? Matter of fact, we'll just play it now. Fuck it. We'll just play it now.
Why are you feeling necessity to insult
Action
me?
again.
Is this a big defensive thing that you've got? Why don't you read your own script?
That's a beautiful script. Oh, Blake.
But a week from now, it's going to be 3 months since Charlie's murder. Candace has not changed her behavior. She has continued to spread falsehoods about Charlie's friends. And
Why does this now sound like a teacher writing a note on your report card?
she continues to concoct new ones about new people. She's using these falsehoods to enrich herself while dividing the conservative movement at an absolutely critical time for this country.
Sir, the conservative movement was already divided last year with the H-1B. You see how they love to pivot back to black people bad? So Candace Owens talking about Charlie Kirk's murder has divided the conservative movement. Not the H-1B bullshit last year, not Trump lying about the economy. By the way, for those who don't know, ADP put out their report yesterday. In November, the private sector lost 32,000 jobs, which I'm sure by February will be revised to a higher number. That didn't do it. Tariffs didn't divide the conservative movement. What Trump's bullshit he said yesterday about small cars, that didn't divide the conservative movement. The AI and states' inability to regulate it, that didn't divide it. The fact that the children can't read, which I want to blame teachers' unions who had a part in that, that didn't divide the conservative movement. Candace Owens asking questions about Charlie Kirk's deletion by the white boy, that divides the conservative movement. And you wonder why y'all are going to get your asses kicked come next November. Thank you, Blake. Continue.
And far too often, we here have heard from ordinary people, people who loved Charlie and who Charlie loved so much in return. These people have expressed the worry that we are staying silent out of cowardice or as some sort of tacit admission.
Well, you guys are cowards. Look who you sent out to college campuses. Cowards. Look who you had on the Amfest stage. Cowards. If Tucker Carlson is supposed to be the op, right? He working for Qatar. Why do you have him talking to quote unquote conservatives? Why is that happening? Oh, y'all don't believe me. Okay. There you go. We showed it yesterday. Now, for those who think I was lying, there it is. Here's all the speakers. And I forgot to mention this yesterday. Explain to me what any one of these people have done to warrant being on that stage. We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48 speakers. Exactly explain to me what any one of these people have done to earn the right to talk to Americans about what's going on. This is a Klan rally. And y'all put 2 black men on there just so y'all can't be accused of being racist. This is a whole Klan rally. 3. I forgot about Ben Carson. 3. Conservatives hate Vivek, but Vivek gets a pass. Okay. Because you think you're going to win Ohio. Oh, Torian, when we went over this yesterday, boy, we were struggling to figure out who these people are. Like, come on, you have felons on here. Dinesh, you think they're gonna have Dinesh on there after what he said about white people? I mean, I said Danica Patrick, they need somebody to hit the wall. You have felons on here. You have fake Christians. You have thugs. I mean, you have people that run from Jewish people from Las Vegas. You have fifth place winners. Well, in her case, a fifth place loser. I mean, you have, oh, Torian, you weren't even here. This motherfucker is running a whole rave. What was it, the 19th? Yeah, he ran a whole rave at a burlesque house. And that's supposed to be conservative. Got strippers and everything. That's supposed to be conservative. All right. We got it.
That some of the attacks are true.
Where's Byron? Oh, we got a video coming for Byron.
And it will never be equal to complacency or approval. Still, we decided Charlie would not allow this to go on.
Bullshit.
Charlie was not a coward. Charlie was a fighter.
Charlie wasn't a coward? He said Charlie wasn't a coward. Oh, he looked like a coward in front of Cenk Uygur sitting there yelling. What? If Charlie was Charlie wasn't a coward, how come he didn't debate Nick Fuentes? Where's Laverne Spicer? You mean Joey Matarino? Oh, that motherfucker got an invite to be part of the Pentagon press corps. We never seen a black woman in that position. Let's get it. Amru? Okay. Amru would have got the same treatment that Bryson Gray got. Amru know he can't go to the West Coast.
Charlie would not allow someone to spread lies about the people closest to him with impunity. And he would feel ashamed if other people were stepping up to defend his friends while he never did so himself. Candace has mentioned several times that the ball is in our court. So here's what is going to happen. In the near
here's what's going to happen. Oh, shit.
future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point.
Good. Release the autopsy that day. Show us something. Go viral.
We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
They really don't know how to negotiate. I see why Charlie be getting cooked. Who advised him to go to Oxford and debate college students over there? Oxford is one of the most prestigious universities on earth. And you sent that man over there to get cooked. Just like Ben Shapiro got cooked. And y'all thought that was a good idea. That's why y'all don't even play them clips no more, because you realize your man got cooked. But okay. That's great. So your girl said, all right, Blake.
Why do you feel a necessity to insult me? Is this a big defensive thing that you've got? Why don't you read the rosary?
Now, look at that that Caribbean woman. Look at that white man with contempt. Let's see what she says.
She's using these falsehoods to enrich herself while dividing the conservative movement at an absolutely critical time for this country.
I have to applaud that audacity.
Oh my gosh, she already came outside. Oh, the white supremacist loves to dunk on the white supremacists. Go ahead, white supremacists.
I have to applaud it. You do. You have to applaud it. These, excuse me here, but like, I'm trying not to
Oh look, she about to drop out that Virgin Island accent, fam. We might be getting it. By the way, screenshot. I'm going to use this for the thumbnail. Hold on. I'm gonna try to figure out how I can do it. God damn it. You know, I might have to come back to this. What is it, 24 seconds in? I'm going to use this for the thumbnail.
These amazing lads over here have the audacity to accuse me of enriching myself. And they were out there selling t-shirts.
Oh shit, she's about to get pissed. Hey fam, ain't it me, but she looked like Gabrielle Union right there. Gabrielle Union finna lose it. Deliver us from Eva. Deliver us from Eva finna lose her mind right now. Let's get it. Gabrielle Union, you got to play her in the Surviving Turning Point USA movie. You got to play her. You will get an Oscar. I swear to God.
Okay? What Charlie died to enrich themselves. They want to give those t-shirts away for free at the Staples Center where they were selling kits. What Charlie died in to the tune of $80 million plus. That
She dropping docs.
they made in the first 3 weeks, okay? They made their entire budget for the year in the first couple of weeks following Charlie's assassination. And they are attacking.
Death. Not assassination. Death. You could even say red rum. Not assassination. Assassination is reserved for important people. Thank you so much.
They made zero.
I'm sorry. This is for MAGA. Thank you for the attention to this matter. By the way, screenshot number 2.
I made a single dollar off of Charlie's assassination. I did not sell a cup. I did not sell a mug. Okay? All I did was do what I already do for a living. Okay? Podcast, and I investigate things. Investigate things that I'm passionate about. Sometimes it's technology. She was the president, and things are making sense in my sense that she was lying. Sometimes it's like Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
And you're still being sued for that. But okay, keep going.
They tried to destroy a man's life who's not even on my quote-unquote political team. Sometimes it's regimes and why we are colluding with nations to cover the obvious fact that Brigitte was born a male.
Who cares? If Macron like what he like and he like to get pegged, let that man get pegged. Why do you care? I'm just trying to figure this out. Why do you care? Bill Clinton was in the dress. What? Y'all don't even go this hard. I'm just saying. CJ Pearson.
And this time, it's personal. And it's you. Do you want to know what all of these investigations have in common?
What?
Liars who lie and think the public is too stupid to see through their lies.
Liars are liars, pants on fires.
That is how we got into this. Okay? Did not sell anything. You did that. You got.
You're just upset that they beat you to the griff. You were going back and forth trying to figure out if you wanted to sell something with Charlie's face on it, how your audience was going to react to it. You didn't want to fuck up the griff. You saw them come outside with the griff and make the money, but they caught backlash from it. So you were like, okay, you know what? I guess that was the right decision not to do it. And then George, while he was on top of the nanny, said, you know what? Yeah, don't do that. Not there. Not there. But don't do that. Please, don't.
You guys continued to do that. You guys wanted to just move on and to rift off of Charlie's legacy. I dedicate to myself.
Ma'am, what have you been doing? Your investigation is a griff off his legacy. Oh, my Lord. If you really respected that man, Candace, and y'all gonna understand what I'm about to say. If she really cared about Charlie's legacy, she wouldn't have monetized any of those live streams that she did mentioning that man.
Self to figuring out who murdered him. So.
Gabrielle Union, you can get an Oscar so easily. Then we have Tim Pool. Now, you know it's a problem when somebody who claims they were born and raised in Chicago let some east side of Stamford, Connecticut chick trigger him so much because he's figuring out that the grift is over. That his time in the sun, which was about, we'll call it conservatively, 7 years. You let an unhinged black woman who is still a liberal, but just grifted to the conservative side through Catholicism and basically doing legal doxing, overtake you, and she didn't have to move multiple times to do it because you were scared of black folks. Because for those who don't remember, Tim Pool said he left New York after what happened when them 2 cops got shot in Bushwick. He claimed he was right across the street. And he said that was the moment where we had to leave New York, and then ran to Jersey, and then ran out to the outskirts of Philly, and then ran again, and then he ended up in West Virginia. I think Maryland was the in-between, for those who don't remember that. But go ahead, Tim. Be the milquetoast little sellout fence sitter that you are. Go ahead.
Instruction and experience the same thing. My coworkers are all in on the Charlie Kirk conspiracies. If the Republicans lose in the midterms,
When the Republicans lose,
I believe that Candace Owens is wholly responsible.
you're going to blame her. Because, hold up, so you're going to blame her for the Republicans losing in the midterms, even though most people that are voters don't give a fuck what she says. This is what we're doing. The mainstream media don't even talk about Charlie Kirk no more. That was a good grift for about 30 days. The economy, no, they're not going to vote on that. They're not going to vote on the illegals. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to vote on Trump selling us out to the Middle East. No, they're not going to vote on that. They're not going to vote on the fact that their representatives are feckless idiots. No, they're not going to vote on that. The Republicans are going to lose because Candace Owens, who claims she's a independent, is going to be the reason why the Republicans lose the midterms. Candace fucking Owens, who couldn't even go in front of a congressional panel and explain why black folks who are black American, aka people who have blood in this soil for generations, why they shouldn't get reparations. She couldn't even explain that. But she has enough power to dissuade over 150 million people that are eligible to vote not to vote for Republicans. I tell you, this motherfucker, he got it.
She is one of the biggest podcasts on the right doing everything to go to war with the organization that helped get Trump elected.
Wrong. If you think, how did Turning Point USA get him elected? How? I never understood this point. How? Because you had him at a couple of conventions? Sir, people didn't care. Okay, Tim, since nobody's ever told you this, I would tell you this to your face. Charlie Kirk did more damage to Trump than what y'all like to admit to. I'm going to say that again. Charlie Kirk did more damage to Trump's image during the election than anything else. even including his words. Every time they profiled Charlie Kirk and Trump, everybody started groaning. I noticed that when you say things like that, then they start bringing up, oh, well, without Charlie, Trump don't win Arizona. Trump already had Arizona in the bag because they were pissed off at what Katie Hobbs was doing. And regardless if he lost Arizona, he still would have won the election. Charlie Kirk being around Trump was the worst thing they could have ever done because it emboldened the right wing to say whatever they wanted to say and play black people bad. And Trump had a perfect opportunity to allow him to do that, and he didn't have to take full responsibility for whatever backlash came. Everybody just heaped it on Charlie Kirk. Trust and believe. If Trump would have lost that election, Turning Point USA would be in the dirt right now. And when I say dirt, I mean they would be dead. They would be filing Chapter 11, and we'd be sitting here laughing at them right now. That was the only saving grace out of the whole thing. He won that election. And ever since he won that election, Turning Point has been circling the toilet even more and more. Oh, by the way, ain't we about 8 weeks away from this Super Bowl? Where is this dais of entertainers that you guys said that it was going to be way better than Bad Bunny? Where is this list? Y'all are more worried about what Sabrina Carpenter said about using her song for an ICE video than trying to have this Bad Bunny discourse. Have you figured out that Kid Rock can't outsell Bad Bunny? Then you gonna put up there Wayne Newton? I'm not saying he MAGA, I'm just saying. Who you gonna put up? Who's the hot pop star that can rival old Bad Bunny to the point where we can say, you know what? Damn, they got him. Let me go see what that show about. Who? Kanye? Nope. And I'm not even knocking Kanye. I'm just saying that ain't nobody really gonna care about Kanye. We'll just be on social media for the clips. See what kind of show he gonna put on. What's he gonna do that everybody gonna talk about and use as memes? But I figured that Tim is going to blame the black woman for the reason why the Republicans lost, not the fact that they're fracturing and the real Republicans are coming back outside because they hate MAGA and they're going to work with the Democrats because they're all in the same system and MAGA is the cancer that they got to kill. Okay.
Turning Point specifically was going out and registering people to vote. Without Charlie, it's in trouble. Turning Point needs to be...
And with Charlie, they were in trouble.
Able to go out and rally young people and register them to vote. And she's doing everything she can to destroy that. And that is going to, I suppose, it's going to rip out the coffers on the right. There is no organization like Turning Point that exists anywhere else.
And that should be a problem, sir. If you have one organization on the right and the left has multiple organizations, that's a problem. You're coalescing everything into one area where you can destroy it. That's the same thing y'all keep complaining about with respect to people on the left. They have all these different ways they're destroying y'all and beating y'all to the punch. Y'all still haven't figured this out yet? And you got a whole bunch of liberals over there. You should have figured this out, but you didn't. You figure it's Turning Point USA and a bunch of idiot podcasts. That's going to save America. Okay. And here we are now. Turning Point USA and a bunch of idiot podcasts, not saving America. Your president's not even saving America. He's selling you out to Asia. But go ahead, keep going. Yes, Torian, they're panicking because they know what 2026 is going to bring. Their influence is waning. They can't save none of these candidates.
That has the resources and the reach. And without Charlie, I'm not sure that they can make it. But I can tell you this, Candace lighting a Molotov and throwing it through the window is not helping. And it's the most demoralizing thing ever. Additionally, all of the fucking cowards on the right who are too scared to say anything about her.
Ooh. Oh, you're not the coward? Sir, you had plenty of opportunity to bring her on. She's not that far away from you. She's an hour flight away from you. You could have brought her on the show. You could have done her show. You could have done a simulcast. But we know why you didn't want to do it. Because you would have had a replay of what happened with Kanye when he showed up there with Nick Fuentes. And you would have to sit there for 2 to 3 days trying to explain how you let that happen. But go ahead.
Because she tweets at me talking shit or whatever, and then a bunch of people come and flood our chat. I could give a single flying fuck.
You're a damn lie. You a goddamn lie. Because if you didn't care, you would have responded to it. You're responding to it. You do care. Because now you're getting the Candace Owens trolls up in there saying, hey, why don't you talk to Candace? Why don't you respond to Candace? So you do care.
You can come and you can burn everything I have to the ground, and I will happily live in a van down by the river.
You a goddamn lie. He always says this when he gets his back pushed towards the wall. I'll quit all this and go live in a van. Okay, you had plenty of opportunities to do that. You haven't done it yet. When West Virginia closed you down trying to buy that skate park, you said you were going to quit. You didn't do it. You understand that if you quit this, you'll be irrelevant. Don't nobody know you, sir. You'll be emailing Piers Morgan every week to try to get on. The only way you're going to leave this podcast is if some big network picks you up. You're hoping Barry Weiss calls you. The Tim Pool Show on CBS. That's what you're hoping for.
I don't care to be number one. I don't need to be number one. What I care about is what is true and what will help this country and what works. And she is a...
Oh, look. Somebody said I'm bugging. You gotta love them. Can't refute what I said. I'm bugging. Okay, good.
Okay, and she's getting worse every day.
Now put him...
And she crossed the line. She continually crosses the line every day, insinuating the turning point literally killed the guy who made them all rich. And I hear this in the streets.
Wait, Tim Pool, you just figured out there's no possible way that somebody could get killed after making people rich? You didn't know this could happen, this phenomenon? Tim Pool is great. You sure you're from the south side of Chicago?
Turning point literally killed the guy who made them all rich. And I hear this in the streets, and at a certain point...
What streets? The streets of West Virginia? Them dirt roads? Sorry, Miss Niecy, I just have to say it. Them dirt roads? Sir, you live in a fucking compound. You are David Koresh, sir. I'm just going to say what it is. You David Koresh. You and the pool boys over here, all y'all do all day is speculate. And see which guest you could have on there is going to have a viral moment so people will talk about you. That's all you're here for. The streets, because you're from the south side of Chicago. The streets. You went to gentrified Bushwick. The streets. You lived in a suburb of Philly. The streets. You lived in the boonies in Maryland. You called it the boonies. The streets. The streets.
Like, holy shit, we're gonna lose the midterms. We're gonna lose the midterms, then we're gonna lose in 2028, and it's because she's a piece of shit.
Wow. So JD's, because you know that's who they're going to run. JD's chances of winning the presidency hinge on how Candace Owens thinks. My God, y'all giving away too much power, boy.
Because instead of saying, guys, let's come together and figure out how to work together, she says the stupidest retard crap. And now everybody's running.
You fuckers don't want to work together. You fuckers want... No. Okay, Tim, you fuckers over there on the right, just like on the left, they all act like they friends with each other. Y'all are not friends. Y'all don't want to come together because it's going to cut into your money. You've already been outed. People who wanted to work with you told you that you were a piece of shit. And they decided not to work with you because you wanted to demand all the money. When the tenant media shit came out, did you not get exposed for asking for an exorbitant amount of money for your content? They have the text. We showed it on this channel. People don't want to fuck with you because you're a snake. And you've been like that since you were working on them networks. And you've had people come out and say that to your face. But you're going to blame this woman for the reason why the Republicans are going to lose the midterms within a year when they have a chance to change the messaging. This is the same woman who said that she contacted the government because the French were trying to take her out. And you had people in there saying, we don't know what the hell she's talking about. But it's Candace Owens who's going to fail the Republicans. I'm sure she had I'm sure she was the reason why all those farmers in Tornado Alley can't get adequate pricing for their product so they could sell it international. I'm sure that's her fault too.
Around, divided and broken. For what reason? For literally what reason? Now, guess what? I'm not on the best of terms with Turning Point either. In case you didn't remember, they didn't invite us this year.
And there it is. There's the reason why he's really pissed off. They're talking about the Caribbean girl more than they're talking about the half Irish Korean. It all makes sense now. He was looking forward to that check for Christmas. And they said, nah, we not going to. I know we got brown people there, but we got enough Asians. We got Vivek there, and I think there was one other person. We already hit our quota for Asians. It's okay. We don't need you this year.
It's become a big thing or whatever. I have nothing. I can say I know what they are, I know what they do, and I'm glad they do it. And if we don't get along, so be it. I don't know if they make it without Charlie, whatever. But what is the purpose of intentionally fanning the flames for 3 endless months of just non-stop retard shit, Candace?
Retard shit? You mean like when you had to ask questions, when you had to answer questions about tenant media and you didn't want to answer them? You try to keep claiming that you were the victim? When you willingly gave over your content to Lauren Chen and didn't ask where the money was coming from, but you asked for an exorbitant amount of money? Oh, okay. This is, again, family, this is the same dude when that indictment came down, he thought it was fake until people sent him the link to confirm it. Then he was like, oh, no, we're victims. A podcaster who had less views than you, less subscribers than you, less influence than you, presenting you an opportunity you didn't ask questions. You got on the phone with somebody that she verified. Boy, you better go on. But go ahead.
Holy crap. You know, initially in the beginning, she brought some interesting things. New photos had emerged, and I said, wow, something's... Well, I even said this to Andrew Cole at Turning Point at the beginning of October.
Maybe that's why they didn't invite you, sir, because they thought you were on her side.
Now she's at the point where it's video after video where she's saying it's an inside job. She's saying, like, there's a video of the dude, Mikey McCoy, grabbing his phone and making a phone call, and she's acting like that's weird. And then you get this other guy who's claiming that the business is a parking lot. Well, he full well knows business can be registered anywhere. To be fair, it's not only
Nene, hold that. You know what? Let me pin your question. I'll answer that before we leave.
just Candace and saying what she's saying. It is all of these people who are like piranhas ripping the right to shreds. And you know what? A lot of cowards on the right being unwilling to say anything about it. Well, this is where we go. The Democrats are trying to find a way back to reality. They published this thing where they said, oh, we've got to, it's called Deciding to Win. And they said we have to address kitchen table issues. Like hell, I would ever vote for someone like Elizabeth Warren or get.
Oh, so Democrats figured out that people want to hear about what's going on in their lives and how to fix it, not their own bullshit. And you think that's a problem. Okay, continue.
Newsom. But what I think is likely to start occurring now is the grifter right is cannibalizing itself. You are going to see the right now move from a populist base more to a neocon base.
It already happened, you dickhead. I tell you, he dumb. He dumb. Sir, they were already neocon when Trump came in. What do you think MAGA is? MAGA is neocon. I can't believe he doesn't know this. Them yelling out America first is neocon. Why do you think the regular conservatives have a problem with MAGA? Why do you think when he first got in, the conservatives said they're cool with what Donald Trump is doing, but they're not fucking with the rhinos? They're not fucking with the Republicans because they knew what was going to happen. He was going to be the linchpin to have the neocons rise back up. The same ones that were shitting on Obama. The same ones that were acting like Bush 2 was the greatest thing ever. The same ones who loved his daddy because he was a warmonger. The same ones who loved Reagan because he was a warmonger. And he helped enrich them by bringing the drugs into the country. They love what Trump is doing right now. Explain this to me, Tim. How are you America first and you watched a whole bunch of MAGA people praise the new Japanese prime minister? Because she has some hardline stance on immigration. But these were the same people who said that a woman should not be in a position of power. The same people who watched Giorgina Meloni over there in Italy, they were praising her when she first got in. Now they barely talk about her. Because she's failing that country. All of a sudden. The neocons hate you. Black folks been told you this. Neocons are full of liberals who now think that they're all about God, family, country. And now that they got comfortable enough with y'all, now they're coming outside and being their old liberal selves again. MAGA is just a liberal movement. The right wing right now in 2025 is nothing but a neoliberal movement. We're going to bridge the line between liberal values and conservative values. We're going to claim we're going to save the country, but we're going to have fun while we do it. And now y'all are watching them do it, but you put them in power, so you can't question them. But go ahead. Give us more.
Democrats are going to go to war internally over the far left. And you'll see the emergence now of these deciding to win types, which, like Stephen A. Smith, will start agreeing with people like me and Joe Rogan. And they're going to try and win back the ground, and they're going to utilize the absurdity, psycho-reality of Candace Owens to rip people from the right so that Democrats can start winning again. And
Sir, they don't even have to do that. She's already going back to the left. They don't have to do that. On January 1st, all they have to do is listen. Here's everything that we bought and paid for in 2025. We're operating at a net negative. You can say this is Joe Biden's economy all you want. Trump said he would fix it. We gave him a year to fix it. It's not fixed. They could even lie and say that race relations got worse under Trump. They could lie and say that. They can say whatever. They have so many playbooks to use. How are y'all on the right going to counteract that? When the watershed trials start, when he's going to have to answer for Venezuela, how are y'all going to spin that? You think having a bunch of influencers in the Pentagon press room now is going to spin that? They don't even know. Oh, that's going to be the next thing. They're going to give classified intelligence to influencers. That's going to be the next thing that everybody's going to have discourse about. And you wonder why the rest of the world looks at America as a joke. What other country you know is going to give their citizens intel? But go ahead. Keep going. Blame Candace Owens some more.
That is the reality the right has to contend with. Conservatives had a coalition. Charlie helped build it. Disaffected liberals came on board. People like Candace are intentionally burning it to the ground. Stephen A. Smith is coming out. Bill Maher even now coming out more reasonably. The Democrats are going to reemerge. Those that sold their souls for woke and to COVID are going to lose out, and they're going to retire. The AOC types, you're going to see her desperately try to moderate, but we're going to see in these swing districts that they're going to try. Now, that being said, hyperpolarization, as I've already described, may affect New York and Los Angeles and Chicago, so we will see it. Maybe it all just gets...
Dickhead, you almost saw it in Tennessee. Oh my God, he can't be this dumb. Sir, they tried it in Kentucky and Mississippi. The Republicans only won Tennessee by 9 points on Tuesday. 9. You could have a double-digit swing next year towards blue. Yes, that bitch who tried to run for Nashville, yeah, she lost. But now they know, okay, this is where she worked and this is where she failed. Now the next person that's going to come up there, they'll win. Oh, you forgot about that. I tell you, they dumb. You didn't see what happened last month, sir. With those elections. Okay. What do you mean Sean Price not likely? What's not likely? You don't think the Democrats have more of a majority percentage to win next year? If you don't think that, I swear to God, you might as well not go vote. Maybe that'll help.
to ripped apart anyway, and end up with 15 different factions all fighting for power in the federal government. All I can say is it is frustrating to look at everything that's happening in the world and realize.
Yes, Wallow J, Nashville is a liberal city. Davidson County isn't, though. Davidson County is damn near 50-50. And if we look at all those races in Tennessee, they projected a 22-point defeat for Democrats at the beginning of the year. Now they only won by 9 points. Yeah. But Candace Owens is going to be the reason why Republicans lose. Okay. All right.
You know, for a brief moment, my friends, maybe it's a little bit too black-pilled, but I'll say what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
It looks like victory a year ago. It wasn't a long, protracted election. It was a snap and done. Trump won.
That was actually a lot. You see how he's trying to rewrite history, sir? The election started the night he said he was going to run, November 15, 2022. It was long. You're only saying it's quick because Biden dropped out and Kamala had 107 days. That's why you think it's quick. You forgot all what happened in 2023. but I understand. Go ahead.
Wow. And then one by one, cracks in this coalition begin to form. For whatever reason, the falling of Daily Wire, the ousting of Jeremy Boring, he's gone. Whatever it is going on with Daily Wire, I have no idea. But for some of these guys, their views have gone down. There's been heavy critiques.
Did I say Kamala had a chance of winning? When the fuck did I say that? Jesus, they don't even listen. The only thing I said about Kamala is that wasn't even directed towards her. I said Trump, them running around acting like Charlie Kirk helped Trump win Arizona. He still would have won the election without it. That's what I said. I never said Kamala Harris had a chance of winning. Thank you.
There's the Israel and anti-Israel rights not fighting each other. You see these cracks form when you get the Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes dispute, and now Candace Owens is trying to burn down Turning Point. And so what it feels like to me is we're watching the ship sink.
Tim Pool's an idiot. Tim Pool, who you had on there that actually moved something? We supposed to take you serious? When you had on Dom Lucre, we supposed to take you serious. Do I think Biden would have won? No. People were tired of Biden? No. At worst, it might have went to a runoff. But I don't think he would have won. A lot of people forget. He put that infrastructure bill in there and he had 2 major highways drop. People remember that. He had East Palestine, Ohio, which everybody completely forgot about. You could bring up the fact that he had high inflation, then it dropped. Great. He was fucking up the economy. He was sending money to Ukraine every goddamn week. Now Trump's doing it, which is, I don't even understand how that's possible. Yes, there was a choice. You had 6 choices on that ballot, plus a write-in. The American people did not have to vote for either Trump or Kamala. Y'all were brainwashed to only worry about them. If y'all were really tired of the 2-party system, like a lot of people love to tweet out and write on social media and on YouTube and all these other social media apps, you should have voted for other people. But you didn't want to do that because you thought you were conditioned to think that none of your votes matter unless you go for the top 2 people. And now you're in that position again. Y'all, the American people spoke, they got Trump, and now they're getting what they paid for. They're getting what they voted for. Kamala would have had BlackRock sitting in the White House, fucking everything up. We probably would be bombing Iran right now, worrying if there's going to be a terrorist attack over the summer, even though there was one, but they kept that real quiet because they didn't want to alarm nobody. The economy would have been worse. We probably would have been in a recession in October. You have 22 states right now in a recession right now. But it didn't completely fall apart. So I guess y'all can say Trump is doing a good job. Oh, you voted for what he's doing. So you voted for grocery prices to go up. You voted for him to spend more of your tax dollars to bring egg prices down because he couldn't figure out how to empower his American farmers and his American producers. He got it from Canada, who he cursed out, and he got it from Turkey, a Muslim country. Appreciate you saying it. Appreciate it. I guess you're okay with him carving us up for Asia. I guess you're okay with that. Giving collectively $1 trillion to the Middle East like they need it. Okay. He said most people want mass deportation. No, they don't. Most people want to have money in their pockets so they can enrich their children's lives. You guys only care about mass deportation now because the news and Trump told you to care. You didn't care 10 years ago. When Obama was deporter in chief, y'all didn't care. Now tell me I'm lying. You voted for him to bring foot and mouth disease to this country through the beef. That's what you voted for. You voted for him to sit in the Oval Office with car companies telling them, hey, go see what the Japanese are doing. Lift those regulations. I'll do that for you. And go build small cars for the American people. So we don't have a choice on what kind of cars we want. We have to get the Japanese style cars. Okay. Sean Price, if you don't know what foot and mouth disease is through the beef, then you and I can't have a conversation because you're not keeping up with what's going on. But I'll help you since it's Thursday and I like helping. Trump gave Argentina $40 billion to bail them out. In return, he wants them to export. He wants to export. I'll say it like this. He wants Argentina to export their beef to this country to bring down the beef prices. Sounds great on paper, even though it's been tested by international organizations that they have foot and mouth disease. So you want that type of beef here. Diseased beef. That we know the USDA is just going to red stamp just so you can get it on the shelves so you can bring down the price and say, see, I helped the economy. Risking an outbreak, but sure. Okay. Well, I'm sure you want American cars. Trump don't want you to have American cars. He wants your American car companies to take the Japanese prototypes and create cars off of that. So technically they'll be Japanese because they're going to have to get the parts from Japan and South Korea and what's the other country? And Taiwan and Malaysia. All the Asian countries going to make hella money. And you're going to be, okay, you get to pay $10,000 less for a car. Must be nice. Well, sir, unfortunately, you could say you get it from the local farmers, but guess what? That Argentinian beef is going to be circulated into it anyway. There's going to be provisions where they're going to say you're going to have to breed the Argentinian cow with the American cow so you can get the numbers back up. So yes, you're going to be eating sick beef. But that's fine. And the farmers and the ranchers are so desperate right now because they need the money to come in. They'll do it. This man said I'm crazy. Okay, Sean, since I'm crazy, well, you know what we're going to do for you since you say I'm crazy? We're going to do this. I can go get my clothes later. I'm going to do this for you. Since you say I'm crazy, and don't run, what we're going to do for you is I'm going to bring you up, and we're going to have this conversation face to face. That's what we're going to do. Since you said I'm crazy, and I don't know what I'm talking about, even though this is a politics channel, I ain't like these other people. I don't sit here and just rattle shit off. I research this stuff. So what we're going to do with you, because obviously you don't know what's going on out here and I'm trying to help you, we're going to have you click that link right there. See, the link works. It's underlined. You can click that and we can have a conversation and I can show you how crazy I am. Because you're right, none of this happened. They just breed their own. Sir, the ranchers don't have enough to breed. That's why the price is up. See? See? It's right there. And this comes from the U.S. House of Representatives. So that means the Democrats and the Republicans know this. But you're right. But you can click that link. This is not Google, sir. Do you see that? That's not Google. Thank you. Sir, I have many a farm that I could drive to. You don't know what you're talking about. I know you don't know what that is because you don't research. But again, click that link. We can have this conversation face to face, mano y mano. Don't tell me you're a coward now. Don't be a coward. Click that link and let's have a conversation. It's not hard. And you're embarrassing yourself in front of other black people. That's not good. Click that link. But you probably didn't see it because you were writing nothing but foolishness. So we click it again. There it is. Click it again. Show me your armor. I want to see it. I think your armor is made of tin. I think your armor is made of the pan that is in a toaster oven. I think that's what it is. Click the link. Don't you run. Because if domestic cattle producers were making their own beef, why would they complain that they're getting undercut by Trump? Why would they bring that out just to be on the news and embarrass themselves? Sir, I'm not a Democrat because I know that's where you're going with it. And you've just proven my point. You have nothing to stand on. You can't debate me. I will destroy you in front of my audience and I'll repost it everywhere else. So maybe your friends or your family at the Christmas dinner table will play it because you have one of them rogue cousins that don't like you. Play it in front of your family and they're all going to be sitting there groaning while they're eating their dinner and drinking their wine. Why the fuck are you in our family? You lost to a black man. This is not how we raised you. Since you know about beef, come see me. It shouldn't be that hard. Another man called you out. It shouldn't be that hard. Stand on your knowledge. I will stand on mine. You're arguing like a female now. See? And you have other men in the room telling you you can't, this is no reflection on the collective manhood. I don't care if you're Amish, sir. You're in an enclave by yourself. Who cares? They use y'all to show how efficient America is. Whoop-dee-dee. Y'all stay in Pennsylvania making butter and building houses. Whoop-dee-dee. Shout out to y'all. You don't know what goes on in the rest of this country. Good. If you don't care, then leave. Go back to the cattle. Go back to the carriages. Go back to having fun with your wife cousin. It's okay, sir. I didn't know the Amish people couldn't spell, by the way. I didn't know you could spell exactly with a Z. Didn't know that. Sir, if you're going to spell pussies, you got to say I-E-S, not Y-S. You're running, sir. I told you to click the link. You should have been here already. I'm waiting. It's still open. You're still talking. Sounds like you're the pussy. Wait, fam, he probably didn't see it again. We put it back. There it is again. Now it's 3 times. Sir, you're running more than Flojo did in the Olympics. You're running more than Caitlin Clark trying to get away from a black defender. You're running more than that white boy who tried to call a black man the N-word in the library. All you're doing is running. Sir, I'm fine with renting, sir. Yes, you're an Amish. You were given your land by your father. That's wonderful. Generational wealth is a beautiful thing. But you're in Pennsylvania, and that's not something to brag about. And you're showing everyone that I guess the Amish education is not good because they didn't teach y'all how to write on a smartphone. Matter of fact, how can you even talk to me if you're Amish? Don't y'all not use electricity? I'm just saying, if you Amish. Oh, you on the bike with the generator, low key. I understand. He making electricity by candlelight. Go ahead, sir. This is fun for me, by the way. This is fun. What is an iDot? That must be something that Apple is creating now for 2026, an iDot. Maybe that's their version of Alexa, the Echo Dot. Jesus, he's still talking. We just gonna keep fucking with him. Might as well, right? He's just gonna keep talking. All right, anyway. Nene asked the question. Let me read this question. How did you escape the colonized thinking of most Caribbean blacks? Whatever you did, you need to package it and help these tethers get on code. I had great parents. I had great parents that had great 6-figure incomes and 6-figure employment, 6-figure titles that put me around every race on this earth, especially my own man. From when he was doing sales for grocery stores with Sunshine Biscuits, shout out to Cheez-It and Hydrox and Vienna Fingers, shout out to them. That was my childhood. All the way going into pharmaceuticals. I was around every race. So I knew their pros and cons. My mom worked for Bloomingdale's, worked her way up from sales associate all the way to running the expensive crystals department that was in the basement. Like, you couldn't even go in that department unless you had at least $2,000 or more to spend. And she ran that shit. She ran the whole fucking bottom floor. I was around every race. I saw all their traits. I seen everything. Then you go around black folks living in black American neighborhoods, around Caribbeans as well. And you see how much contempt that Caribbeans have for black folks. And I'm looking at them like, oh, how y'all gonna have contempt for them? Like, I never fell into that. And you would hear the bullshit. Oh, the black Americans, all they do is gang stuff and hip hop and all this. And I'm looking at y'all, I'm like, but your child is doing the same damn thing. But they just not doing it in your house. And that shaped my thinking. I was like, you know what? Shout out to black Americans. Shout out to them. Good, sir. Oh, so you don't argue with disrespectful minors. Sir, you're getting cooked by... Sounds like you were getting cooked by a minor. How you Amish are getting cooked by a black minor? That's crazy. Oh, I know what it is. Hollywood never did a movie with y'all Amish people yet. Y'all had that one MacGyver episode, but that white man from Minnesota who's living on the West Coast had to go save your children from falling in a well, and y'all still haven't gotten over that. I understand. Shout out to MacGyver. Oh man. You know what I'll do for you since I'm a screenwriter? I will write a horror movie about the Amish country. That's what I'll do. And I'll get so much money. Yes, exposure was the key. Because I don't know how I would have turned out if I was in a straight Caribbean neighborhood. I don't know how I would have turned out. I probably would have hated y'all. Sir, no, you're not Amish. You're Amzish. That's what you said. You spelled it Amzish. So it's okay. We know you're dumb. Churn in the darkness. That's what I'm going to call it. Amish vampires. By day, they will build you a house. By night, they will bite your damn head off and then put you in the churner. You know what we're going to call it? We're going to call it red butter. That's what we're going to call it, red butter. I ain't going to hold y'all though. Then they gave Turkey Hill that blueprint, boy. That Turkey Hill ice cream be hitting different, boy. I ain't going to hold you. Oh, man. Oh, man. Now, Sean Price now is claiming that he black. Listen, we know you're a dirty Indian. We already know this, sir. Is this Vivek Ramaswamy's burner? That's what we want to know. Amish sinners? Nah, I would never do sinners like that. The Amish would actually go in the coaches and go to their local movie theater 17 miles away in another town to go watch the movie I put out. They would actually, that's how they kill their folk. One person sees an Amish salesman on the TV, like, why is this butter red and why it's so good? They ain't got nothing but adrenochrome in that month because they out there killing folk and churning it. Bones and all. Even the kids be getting worked. Kids be jumping out the third floor window. They break their leg, they fix it, and they go chase you again. And don't worry, ain't gonna be no black people in it. It's gonna be straight white people. We're not gonna do that. I will have one scene though. Black people in Philly watching that, they'll be like, yo, that shit crazy. They go right back to killing. Sir, Sean Price, I say all of this in real life. You better go ask somebody. I talk just like this in real life. So please. Like, sir, I come from the streets, okay? Either you got roasted on or you fought. So please. You come from the country. You probably one of them upper privileged blacks who was running around underneath white people your whole life. You don't know no real stuff. You could have easily proved this to me by clicking that link. You could have shown me how gangster you were. You haven't done it because you're scared. Sir, I don't care where you're from. I'm going to prove to you how much I don't care where you're from. You know, this might be what they call it. This might be a bad trait from my upbringing. New York City in the 80s and the 90s, in the early 2000s. This is how much I don't care. I really don't care. You could yell out your city all day. I don't care what that mean to me. You wasn't around no gunshots, sir. Stop it. You wasn't around no real gangs. Stop it. All you immigrant blacks all of a sudden now they just got here in the late 90s, early 2000s. Now y'all want to act like y'all tough because you had 20 years on this country. You ain't been around no real ones, okay? You ain't had to sleep in no crib when the Puerto Ricans on the block were shooting at each other every Saturday night with the other Caribbeans. You wasn't there, sir. Cut it out. You wasn't there when motherfuckers was getting jumped. We was fighting in fast food restaurants. We was fighting on the bus. We was fighting on the train. You wasn't there. Stop talking. You wasn't there when you was getting clowned for your clothes. You were probably from that generation, y'all looking at each other boxes, talking about, hey, you know, you look kind of good, son. That's your generation. We wasn't doing that. Look, see what I'm talking about? Mad. I guess I gotta do it again. Look, see? What did I tell you? He worried about another man's clothes. That's what I'm talking about. My generation, we didn't care about what you was wearing. Unless you was wearing them high waters. Look at him. He went right to tight jeans. So you was looking at another man's ass. Sir, you are running. You are running. We gave you the link 3 times. You still haven't clicked it. You are running. It's okay. Your boyfriend Tim Pool was on there talking tough to a black woman, and you one of them red pill niggas. You love that shit. And now you have to sit up here. You tried it with a black man, and you're getting roasted. And you won't click that link because you don't want to get embarrassed. It's okay, sir. If you don't care about Tim or Candace, then you shouldn't be here, sir, because that's what we're talking about. You've already proven to us you know nothing about politics. You don't know what's going on. And instead of saying, you know what, let me click that link, let's have a conversation, you decided to try to troll me, and it didn't work. I'm trolling you right back, and you can't stand it. And you gotten flustered so much, you're over here on a phone before you can sit here and proofread what you write before you send it. You're typing angrily. Like you're on Facebook in a group with a bunch of females that clowned you on your profile picture. It's okay, sir. It's all right. You don't have to be here any longer. You can go about your day. You can forget about me. This is what I'm talking about. You don't listen. I gave him a metaphor. He says, I'm not on Facebook. And he can't even spell don't correctly. Sir, I'm not going to kick you because I want everybody to see the messages. And none of my moderators are going to kick you because we want everyone to see the messages. Because they're going to see me put that link in there 3 times. And how you didn't click it. It's right there. And I'm going to prove that you're scared of me. I'm going to prove it again. And you're going to love it. Because you don't know no better. Ready? Watch this. Because you don't know no better. Boom. I clicked it and put it in there again. Sir, 39 viewers. You're right. You see that number, though? Do you see that number? I'll move the cursor because you think I'm lying. Yes. Yes. 12,000. This was an impromptu live. They didn't even know I was going live. This came out of nowhere. I know you don't care because you don't know what success looks like. You're listening to me. This is what success looks like. This is what called putting in the work does. It garners you an audience. I was doing this when I had 3 people in the room and I was still giving the same information. I've gotten as high as, what was our highest at one time? 5,000. And I'm cool with it. Yes, I'm online on an Acer laptop, and you're on a phone stealing somebody's electricity because you said you're Amish. Did you go to the Starbucks that was 26 miles away to type all that? Who is that? Leverage. He don't know nothing about Magoo or Family Guy or the Trash Men from 1959 who started The Bird is the Word. He's upset that he lives in Pennsylvania in Amish country and they don't know nothing about no good food. By the way, he's the first person on this channel in the chat who we have to say Gesundheit because they sneezed. Look, typing like a female. This must not be a man. Is your name LaShawn? No, Anthony, we can't say they were milking cows. No, we can't say that. They get off on stuff like that. We can't do that. Come on. Prove that you're in Pennsylvania for me. Type out the word bowl. Go ahead. How do they say bowl in Philly? Prove it. Sir, that's the best you got? That's the best you got? Shafiqua, nigga, you sound like Shauna who was singing What's Your Fantasy to Ludacris. Nigga, please. Let me guess, you want to get Ludacris in the Georgia Dome, right? While the Dirty Birds kick the 3. That's what you want, sir. Nigga probably dress up for Halloween. He probably dressed up like his favorite Street Fighter female character. Nigga out here dressing like Elena. Come on now, bruh. Now he bringing up Lucretia. Nigga, I am not that white Jewish man that made that movie, sir. You might be him, though. This might be your ticket to get back into relevancy. It's not going to look good. Oh, my God. Okay, Sean Price. Okay. Let me look at your let's see what you working with. Let me see something. Let's see. Well, shit. Cat Lives Matter, Trump 2024. Okay. 3 subscribers. Oh, okay. Okay. I figured I would have saw something related to politics since he said I didn't know nothing about no beef prices. You don't even have a short talking about them beef prices? You have an AI picture of a cat and Trump 2024. Oh my God. And we can't even click it. Let me see if I can save it. Nah, I can't even save it. Like even YouTube's like, this is a bullshit thing. What's your channel stats look like? You ain't got shit. Huh. Nothing? You so politically astute. You not out here making some money? We can't even look and see who your subscribers are. That's crazy. Should I be number 4? Hell no. Wait, oh, well, look at that. You joined YouTube 3 months ago. Wow. Isn't that something? For what purpose? Oh, it's the glazed Trump. That's right. Now he said he's not online. So what the hell are you doing here, sir? Sir, your channel's not private. It would have said that your channel was private. We know what a private channel looks like. Try again. And if you have a private channel with 3 subscribers, that means you put out some shitty content. Why don't you send me a link of your content, sir? Let me see how smart you are. Come on, it shouldn't be this hard. You can say he's not online, but he's talking to us. Now he doing the Kevin Hart. Okay. Oh, you don't do content. So why are you here? Why are you here? Honestly, why are you here? Sir, you don't have a life because you've been here for 20 minutes. We could have had a conversation. You could have yelled at me for 5 minutes and you could have left. But you telling about you got a life. Oh, I know. The shit festival over there in India didn't start yet. Okay. Nigga, I don't care if you on sick leave from work. That's code speak for you got fired. It's okay. I understand Trump's policies fucked your job situation up. I understand. We're here to help you. I'm going to help you right now. I'm going to show you how much I'm going to help you. You ready? Watch this. What you do for a living, sir? Or ma'am, or it. We don't discriminate here. What you do for a living? I'm finna help you. What you do for a living? I ain't gonna dox you and go find out who you are. What you do for a living? We finna help you find a job. Tell me what you do for a living and what state you live in. We're gonna get you a job. Talking about you on sick leave. Yeah, all right. I didn't even know Amish people got sick leave. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Sir, I don't need to dox you, sir. That's why I said the state. I'm not going to go look for you, sir. Trust me. I don't even need your name. I'm going to help you find a job. Tell me what you do and what state you in. That's a simple question. They also do international. So if you're lying to me and you're in another country, we could do that too. I won't even get mad at you. Now, S.D. Johnson, you was wrong for that. You're Amish, sir. I said it. Now what? By the way, Gesundheit. He said I got one more time saying he's Amish. You're Amish. You're Amish. You're Amish. You're Amish. You're Amish. I said it 5 times now. Now what? I'm Booker T, son. I'm your champion. Now what? I said it. What you gonna do? Punch me through the phone? Come on. Oh, that's the best you got? I got threatened not to call him Amish. I said it. He gonna call me Kiki. Oh, man, you really are from Asia. You really are one of them Indian bot trolls. It's okay. Now we figured it out. That's why he got offended. I was calling him a whole nother culture. I'm sorry. Shout out to the guy Vishnu. Is your name Ravadan Patel? That's what I want to know. Hey, if he's standing behind me with the pitchfork, hey, you know what? My time has come. My time has come. It is what it is. Just when he stabbed me, just make sure I can take this book with me. I just want to take this book with me. That's all I want to do. Sir, you are offended. You're offended and you're an offense. Okay? It's okay. We understand. We just having fun with you. One of Vivid's cousin got mad. Come on, sir. Honestly, just tell me what state you in. I'm not even mad at you. Tell me what state you in. We're gonna have fun. We'll help you find a job. This is what black people do. Black people help people. This is why you and every other race on earth want to be around us. Even when y'all talking shit, you want to be around us. Sir, my Addy is Decatur, Georgia. You want to meet me on East College Avenue? We could do that. If you in Georgia, we could go meet up. What's up? I'll meet you at the train station off East College Avenue. What's up? I'm a lair. This nigga called me the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles home. Yes, I have a car, sir. Where you want me to meet you at, sir? Where you want me to meet you at? That's wonderful you drive. I would hope you have a car. Where you want me to meet you at, sir? I don't know what that means. Sir, I just told you where to meet me at. What's up? You got a car. You know, you put that in your GPS. Come see me. Tell time I'll go down there. What's up? Don't ask for my address and now you telling me to pick, sir. I just told you. Let's go. What? Oh, now you don't want to type no more. Why you so nervous? Keep typing. You typing real tough. Oh, I understand. This offended you. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That offended you. I'm going to help you, sir. I'm going to help you. This is what we're going to do. There you go. We're going to do that for you. There you go. Pause, by the way. There you go. Sir, so you just told me you're not Amish. You want me to come to Williamsburg, Pennsylvania, sir? Oh, my God. Okay, so you're in Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. We going to help you get a job then. Since you told me you're in Pennsylvania, because I just trolled you into giving me your address, we'll look up Williamsburg, Pennsylvania for you. Let's see what kind of jobs they got over there for you. You want to be a casino dealer? Huh, sir? I was asking. You got 7,000. You could be a FedEx driver over there in Duncansville. You out there in Happy Valley, sir. You couldn't get no job at Penn State, sir. You want full-time? We get you some full-time. We do that for you. You could work for the Department of Transportation for Pennsylvania, sir. You could be a dispatcher. You can have all the plows in sync. At $17. That's pretty damn good. And look, you could leave that job and you could get this job and you can go straight on leave. Sir, I'm on East College Avenue in Atlanta, sir. Atlanta. I know this concept of there's more than one name for a street that's the same in this country. Yeah. I told you I would meet you. And I knew you were in Pennsylvania, and you were dumb enough to give me your address. But you not Amish, but you live in Amish country. But you right. Whoop-dee-dee. You gave me your address. It's going to take me 10 hours to get there so you can gather all your friends. And as soon as they see a black man, you're going to be standing there one-on-one. And then you're going to say you was kidding. You could work for Walmart. $27 an hour. Just got to stock some shelves. Come on now. See? I just told you. You see how this motherfucker don't listen? I just told him I'm in Atlanta. So I'm in Atlanta. Jump on a plane. You could fly out of, well, Philly is a little far for you. I'm sure you fly out of Harrisburg. Come see me. Hartsfield Jackson is not hard. You could jump on MARTA. Right after that, come see me. This motherfucker, oh Lord. If you about to tell me, because I said Georgia and I said Atlanta, if you about to say that, you better not type that. You better not type that. You didn't know Atlanta was in Georgia? There's one in Texas too, but you didn't know Atlanta was in Georgia? Are you about to say that? I know you're not about to say that. Now, see? You see how he paused himself? Because he knew he was about to type that. He knew it. Sir, I just showed you my face. Who's hiding? Who's hiding? Sir, I gave you the address. I literally told you the street. Oh, Lord. I literally told him the street. This fool got hyped because he thought that I was in his area until I said Georgia. Now he hyped. Sir. Sir, my address is already on the internet, sir. It's okay. It's okay. I understand you saw this and heard me say you thought I was down the street. I understand, sir. It's okay. It's okay. Sir, you're on leave. You are not going to hobble your ass to no airport. Cut it out, sir. And number two, you ain't going to come to no black city. You already know this. The second you see TSA, when you land in Atlanta, you're going to go right back on the plane. Please. Atlanta too tough for you, sir. Even with all the LGBTQ down here, it's too tough for you. William, I'm good. We trolling right now. We good. Oh, so get in the car. Get on the Greyhound. Now you don't fly. Sir, I don't fight people that don't get on airplanes. That means you scared of the unknown. I don't get on planes. I don't fight people that don't get on planes. So it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I don't take people seriously that are emotional and do not get on airplanes. That means you scared of security, sir. We good. We good. Sir, you're right. I'm a nobody. And you're a person with 3 subscribers who says I don't do content, but think you know everything. Show me your social media. Show it to me. I know you're on paid sick leave because you tried to pull a scam on somebody and they reversed it on you and you let them put a virus in your computer. We saw the video. Yes, we did. And I know exactly which video it was. It was this one, right?
This scammer thinks I'm about to send him $455,000 worth of Bitcoin, but I typed the wrong wallet address.
Why didn't you copy and paste? Might be you typed something wrong. I double checked. Where is 3? You typed the wrong address. I didn't do anything. You typed the wrong address. BGKP. 3GK. Where the B is coming from? I don't know. I could have sworn. I know I typed it right.
Sir, you asked me for the address. Now you saying you're not going anywhere. So why are we still talking?
Why did you do that, Joe? Why'd you pick a 3? It looks just like
Look at him.
me. You did it, damn it. Literally, you are the most idiotic, most mother. I literally know what at the moment.
Don't blame me because this white man took your Bitcoin, sir.
Are you serious right now? That money was supposed to go to you.
This gamer thinks.
Sir, you let that white man take your Bitcoin. I see why you pissed off. It's okay, sir. We're going to help you get it back. You want me to help you get your Bitcoin back? That man said he don't fly. So how you going to come to me, sir? You going to drive? In this country? And you an immigrant? Nah, son. ICE gonna come see you before you come see me. So you gonna be on sick leave from your job to come see me. I'm gonna put you on more sick leave. You better stop. That ain't gonna be a good story for you down here, WSB, and what the other one? Atlanta News First and all that, and reporting how you drove across state lines while injured, and you went back home more injured. Grady don't like out of state month, because Grady the worst hospital. I don't think you want that. I don't know what a homie is, and now you going into dangerous territory. So you need your dad to co-sign you coming down here? That's not. Oh, what's the matter? You can't just come down here. You need to have somewhere to hold up. This guy. This is a great guy. All right. One last thing before we get out of here. Yeah, because he's exercised his entertainment value. I'm about done. So, let's see. Wait, Andrew Tate's about to fight somebody? Oh, Lord. What is this? So y'all just gonna stand and look at each other's eyes? Okay, 10-1, that's gonna be rigged. Anyway, oh look. Yes, black neighborhoods are the safest in America, sir. That's why they gentrify them. That you did. I figured you would have known that. Nice. Shout out to Public Enemies Podcast. Barry Weiss will be monitoring a CBS News town hall with Erica Kirk. Why? Oh, can we put a few trolls in there just to have her ask questions? I got some girl there. You mean my wife? She's in the bedroom. But okay, I still talk like this when she's in the house or she's not. But you haven't found my content ever except today, so you wouldn't know that. I talk shit like this all the time. Next. All right. Vegeta was a good dad, a good husband, and Prince of Saints. Okay, great for him. Oh, look, Rob Smith talking about welfare, and he went over to Qatar. That video is coming soon. Birthday done right. My family, my beautiful right, and my sister-in-law, her twin, Renee. Okay. How do you step out of bounds? What? This picture screens peak wrestling. Okay, have fun. Tim Pool's right about Candace Owens. She's not helping the country. She's damaging the right. Oh my God. Sir, he wrote this an hour ago. She literally said she was going to jump on it. Okay. Sir, sir, I've lost fights before. It's okay. I'm not scared of losing a fight. And I love how you think that you coming down here to come see me, you think it's going to result in a fight, sir. I guess you forgot what state this is. I'm really here trying to help you. Because if you claim you black, I don't feel like putting another black man in the dirt. Because I got something to live for, not a fucked up leg like you, sir. I'm really trying to help you. But if you want to stay there and just keep going on, I mean, that's fine. You can just keep doing it. That's fine. Sir, you can call me that all you want. You live in Amish country. It don't get more bitchy than that. Why don't you just be around the real ones? You live in Amish country next to the Poconos. You nothing but a Mount Airy Lodge nigga. We all right, sir. We're okay. We're gonna let you crash out because that's what you Trump supporters do all the time. When you get pressed, you crash out. It's okay. It's okay. This is the nigga that's arguing with me right now.
Now is the perfect time to reserve the all-sports package at Mount Airy Lodge, Pocono Gardens, or Strickland's. Enjoy swimming, tennis, boating, beautiful accommodations, fabulous food, and a special price. Right now, this $110 value is yours for only $75. Call 1-800-441-4410.
This is the nigga I'm arguing with. A Mount Airy Lodge nigga. Sir, please. Sir, I told you 3 times. You even wrote it in there. You know exactly where I am. You shouldn't be talking no more. I told you I'm in Atlanta. I told you the street. You should be getting the plane ticket right now. Next time I'm live, when you land, you should say I'm in your city. You shouldn't even be talking no more. I don't know if this is the same Sean Price on Twitter with 0 followers. I don't know. I don't. And I don't care. He more worried about a man online that called him out for his stupidity when he should have his old lady over there nursing him back to health. He worried about me. It's okay. You don't have a woman either? That's crazy. Well, that sucks for you. Atlanta pitches itself as America's gateway to Africa. Well, there you go. There you go. Okay. Sir, you just said you didn't have a woman. No. Huh. Okay, good. You saw my face. Good. Okay. Cool. I remember everything I say. I even play it back. Okay. Anyway, my audience is bored. I'm bored. Anyway, y'all. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. I apologize in advance, family, because I know y'all didn't want to hear none of this. But, you know, sometimes. But we got more content coming. Still got to show you how Tatum Top sold out. And it'll be fun. Okay, good. Go see your dad. Love on him. Okay. Anyway, y'all. Y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the Agents of Chaos